Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new 4-part series entitled Battle of the Round, with reference, of course, to the Race of Champions. And in the round of 16, I picked Viper vs HSVDT as the most entertaining battle of all 8 first round matchups. And indeed, Albert Park, their first race, was in my opinion the most entertaining individual race in this battle between Caterham and Toro Rosso drivers. The random grid has placed HSV and his Toro Rosso on pole position. In second place is myself, but I'll only be spectating, so I shall retire. And in third place on the grid was, of course, the Caterham of Viper, who sticks his nose down the inside at turn 1, but HSV maintains the lead. Switching to Viper here, we see he's still pretty close into turn 3, but no move was on there. And if he can follow HSV, we know that Viper is very competent at this track. Oh, as he goes a little bit wide. He, of course, won the opening round of Season 4 at WRL here. And looking back from HSV, he's starting to stretch his legs a little bit. But you can never count Viper out. And, oh, you can hear and see that he's dropped the right tyres onto the grass and gone deep there, gifting Viper the lead. And Viper will be stoked with that. He's also dropping some tyres, and he hit the bollard there by the sounds of it. But the consequences were not nearly as bad as when HSV dropped his tyres on the grass. Later in the lap, you can see that HSV is a little bit stronger in this final sector, catching up more in the second last and last corners than anywhere else in the track, in my opinion. And as we still now jump on board with HSV, you can see that in turn 1 and 2, he's very strong, in fact getting a massive run out of there. And towards turn 3 he might actually have a go for the lead. Viper hanging around the outside though, and HSV is right there, so if he can just pull it around the outside, yep, the outside line working well for both drivers, and great job by both of them to have no contact through that whole sequence. Viper finding himself in the same position he did last lap, following HSV into this particular turn, and HSV has made a carbon copy error he did last lap, and Viper again takes the lead, sweeping around the outside. So lightning striking twice for the Toro Rosso driver. Amazing. And Viper dropping the left tyres onto the grass. Luckily for him, escaping with no consequences. And HSV is trying to keep up through this last sector, indeed catching up just as he did the previous lap. And Viper's gone a little bit deep there, and this might allow HSV to make a nice cut back onto the main straight, and he has done that. What a fantastic manoeuvre. He's actually into P1 like before they've even gone 100 metres down the straight. But Viper, with I think less downforce there, managing to go around the outside completely at turn 1, a fantastic manoeuvre, and taking the lead back. This battle is completely raging on, and HSV trying to go around the outside perhaps, or make a cutback maybe. Making the cutback but on the grass, so that won't work at all. Another cutback perhaps here. None of these working. But Viper's taking a very shallow line into this corner, and that's not going to work at all. He's going to lose the lead. And HSV back into the lead. And he'll hope that he won't make the same mistake he did the previous 2 laps and concede the lead to Viper. But Viper will be hoping that happens, and let's see if it does. No, HSV learning his lesson and actually braking for the turn. And in fact, this lap, it's Viper's turn to make a mistake. He's hit the bollard there, and it sent him careering into the gravel, and ultimately led to him losing the rear end. HSV takes the last half of the lap quite easily, and calmly goes to the checkered flag to take the first of 3 rounds. It's a best of 3 format, of course. He needs 2 rounds to eliminate Viper. Viper now needs to win both Brazil and Monaco to progress to the quarterfinals. And on the grid here, we are actually in P1. We'll move over to the side so these guys can get on with their race. And Viper has the advantage into turn 1 this time. And he's maintaining the lead as they flow down through the centre S's, and a little bit greedy on the curbs. Where's HSV as we cycle through these cameras to find him? Oh, he's popped out in front. Crucial manoeuvre for the race. That's actually very difficult to get past at this track. This is probably the best opportunity here for Viper. He gets very close, but there's absolutely no way through at this stage, and Lotus is pulling away, so perhaps HSV might win 2-0. There's a big lock up there, So Viper still staying with him. He just needs a place to overtake. He's got the pace, but can he do it? He needs to get back in front so he's not eliminated from the competition. And is there a touch there? Very close between the front wing and the rear wing of the Lotus. As we end the first lap of this race, it's a very short lap, so even worse story for Viper there. There's another collision, and I think Viper's going to let him keep the lead there, HSV, and indeed probably giving HSV some more momentum than Viper would have liked. And looking back from HSV's rear wing, Viper is still there, so he must have a little bit of a pace advantage. But again, running wide there is HSV. There's still no way through, and the final overtaking opportunity is going to be at the end of this straight, but Viper seems to have not got the greatest momentum off that previous corner, and HSV is going to take a 2-0 victory. And I have to say that scoreline isn't really representative of how well Viper was driving in these two races. But HSV is through to the quarterfinals, or there'll be another battle of the round for you guys to see next time. I've been Jacko, see you then.